Oh, whoopsies. Going crazy. Hello and welcome, friends. I'm James. This is Off Cost Games, where we help people find games they love so they can share them with people they care about. Today, we're going to try out this guy, Nocturne. This is a game published by Flat Out Games. And it's got gorgeous Beth Sobel art about forests, foxes in the forest casting spells, and it's just as pretty as could be. And I did play this already as a 4-player game. I feel kind of ho-hum about it, honestly. Not really sure what to think. So that's why I called this stream, something along the lines of Nocturne. Is it any good? It's pretty, but is it any good? So today we're going to try the solo mode for Nocturne here. Nocturne is a kind of auction-y set collection game. It's a little bit hard to describe. It's got a little bit of a spatial element to it as well. And essentially here, we are trying to collect... We're foxes. We're foxes. This is us. We're Flint Whiskerstone. Gosh, I really butchered that guy. And we are trying to collect resources from the forest in just one evening out in the forest. We're trying to collect resources to brew a variety of special potions. Okay. Right now, we've got this guy here as our starting Broken Breath broth that we're trying to assemble. So we need to collect some plants and some fiery leaves here, or feathers rather, and some dragon eggs, or mysterious eggs, perhaps not dragons, I don't know, in order to brew this potion. And those are all provided on these cards by the symbols in the top corner. So we're going to be trying to collect those in order to brew some potions. Additionally, we can also do a little set collection within the ingredients themselves. Hey, Up Cost and Associated Cost household. Homecoming is over and I am a free elf. Woohoo! Allison, welcome in. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So, on all of these various tiles here, there are also separate little scoring conditions. So this one, for instance, we are trying to do a little bit of set collection where we want to, this is worth 3 points, and then if we have at least 3 unique plants, these green guys, then we earn some bonus points. And there's bonus points on, well, any of these ones with a banner here. So we get points for these eggs, we get points for mushrooms. There's a couple different types. Some of them are just worth straight up points, and then all of them provide those resources for brewing our potion. Now we only have this potion now. Perhaps we can get a few other recipes as the course of the game goes on. We'll see. In addition to that, we have some goals to achieve. The goals in the first round of play, we essentially play once, reset the game, play again, and then the game's over. So we're going to end up taking all of these 16 tiles off the board, either to me or our little bot opponent here. That's kind of the first half of the game, and then we'll do that again. So in the first half, we have these 3 goals available. These ones here are to control separate areas on the board, win a spell tile, or win a tile with a 3 spell. We'll talk about that in a sec. Or have at least 4 different symbol types. So these are exclusive. If one of us achieves them, they're removed. The goals for the second round can be achieved by multiple players. Now, the way that this works is we're going to start by casting spells. Human player gets the first turn. And has to use 2 times in the game. You have to use your lowest tile. One time is now, the other time is when the second kind of round starts, second half of the game. So I have to use this one tile that I've got here and I can place it out anywhere on the board. Okay, I can place it out on any of these, and that's casting a spell. Okay, and then my opponent will cast a spell orthogonally adjacent to where I started this, but it has to be a higher value. Okay, and we have tiles from 1 through to 7. We also have this special star tile here that just means you win. You play your star tile, you win. Okay. So anyway, the deck here is the little solo mode deck that's going to tell us what type of like where our opponent is going to play, or if they're going to pass, or things like that. So eventually we're either going to get to a point where our opponent has passed, or we've passed, or whatever. Everyone's passed, and somebody's got the highest valued tile out on the board. So like we might end up, say, like this, you know. I played a 1, they responded with a 3, and then I had to play adjacent to that, and I played this 7. So this was the highest tile. I would win this, and I would get to add it to my collection. I'd leave my tile here, face down, for some of those scoring things, like controlling areas on the board. Okay? My opponent here can potentially take this tile and put it up here. There's only 4 slots in the 2-player game, but they're going to put it, this is going to be ranked highest to lowest. Tiles can get, or these tokens can get bumped off if they get replaced by higher ones. But essentially, when the round is over, we get to bid on or draft these tiles in order here. So potentially you can lose a high valued, this is a 3 only, but you know, you could lose maybe something a little higher than a 3 to get kind of first crack at this board here and draft something that you need. Because some of these tiles, you know, you need very specific things. These yellow mushrooms here, one of them is worth 3 points, 2 is worth nothing, and 3 is worth 13. So if you've got any, you really want to get that set of 3, you know? It will be interesting to see how this game plays as a solo game. Have fun. Thank you, Dispatchinator. It will be interesting to see. So, let's get started. We are trying to have separate control areas. So that means we want to win tiles that aren't adjacent. We want to win a spell or win a tile with a 3. I think that's going to be weird. That's going to happen toward the end of the game is my guess, or the end of this first round. And then we also want to get a bunch of different types. Now we do start with a mushroom. Flint Whisker Stone carries mushrooms at all times. So we do have 1 out of 4 already. So I don't know. Let's see how this goes. In the solo game, normally these mysterious eggs here are like a fight for whoever gets the most. They're worth more. But in the solo game, we just have to kind of we want to get lots of them. If we get 5 or more, they're worth maximum points, you know? So, all right. Let's start here and see what we get. I have to start with my 1. I'd like to get one of these mysterious eggs, I think. Or start my little herb collection. So I'm going to start on a tile that I don't want and see what happens. So we're going to start just down here in the corner and see what we get. So our opponent is going to flip over this thing. They're going to play a 5 or higher. So in this case, like they play the lowest tile that they need to in order to be able to beat our tile, right? So in this case, it's a 5. And normally, if they can, they would play it below the 1 that we have here, but they obviously can't play off the edge of the board here, so it goes clockwise, and they'll end up actually playing above it here. So then we get to choose. We either pass and they will win this tile, or we have to play a tile higher than a 5, right? And we have The fours, threes, fours, and fives we got dupes of. Everything else there's only one of. You know, I think I want to play this 6 here and try to win this with a 6, and we're gonna see. What of the feathers for max points? Feathers are just set collection, just like otherwise, so they work the same as in the multiplayer game. For having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 feathers, you get 2, 4, 8, 13, blah, 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 blah points, up to a max of 32. So your initial feather is worth 2 points. If you get up to 7, like that 7th one you got was worth 8 additional points. So they scale pretty hard. If you have more than 7, you start a second set. Okay, so we played a 6. Let's see what our opponent does here. Okay, so they are going to play up to a 5, which means that they will pass, right? Because they can't beat our 6 with a 5. So we will win. So we get to take this tile, this mysterious egg. We lose our 6 for the rest of this round. Okay? And then because we won, we cannot place our we cannot place this up on the track up here. Whoever gets the tile can't do it. And the AI decides if they've got a little mouse down here in the corner of their card, that means that they'll place their lowest available marker that they can onto the track at the top. So in this case, they only have one marker out. It's a 5. They're going to put that up there. So they're going to have a 5 towards drafting one of these at the end of the game. Or not, end of the round, rather. Sorry, 1 second. I just want to make sure that I'm not going crazy here. I might be. I am. Alright. I'm going to pretend I didn't see that Discord message or whatever it was, and just keep on keeping on. Let me make sure I got this mouse thing right. Oh, they play their highest spell on the forest board. Okay. Not their lowest. Cool. Okay, so, anyways, they only had one. Doesn't matter. So, what happens now is, because we won, we play next. And we can start with any of our numbers now. It's only that first turn of the game that we had to start with our lowest. But we have to start orthogonally adjacent to where we were. And the only thing that I know about this game is whatever we start on, we are not going to win. So, let's try. I want to get this tile or this one. These let us get more concoctions. So let's start on one of those and see what happens. Okay, this guy's going to play up to a 5, but he'll play his lowest possible card. So he'll play a 2 down there. It's interesting here, later in the game, once some of these get taken, you can often end up making it so that you can play your next turn uncontested. It's called corner casting. What do we want to do here? We have to play adjacent to this 2. I don't really... Let's just play a 3. Let's just play a 3 on one of these and see if we can, like, randomly win it or something. Now, he has to play here, right? Oh, he's going to play up to a 4. If I'd played a 4, we would have won it. But instead, we failed. Okay. Well, let's just keep this going. I wouldn't mind winning... I don't want to use a 7 for this, but I wouldn't mind winning it and getting these plants as set collection for unique types. All the types that are out on the board right now are unique. There's 5 of them. Wouldn't mind just getting that started. What a jerk. He's going to play a 6 or higher on this egg. We don't want to give him an egg. That's crappy. Okay, well... let's use our big boy 7 here. We don't want to give him an egg, and we also want to... this one's worth 3 points, just face value. So that's good for us. Let's try that. He's going to play one or more higher. What does that mean? Does he only play his numeric ones? All right, so they just cast a higher spell than us. So he is going to use his star, which means you win, right? You play the star, you win. So he is just going to play that, take this feather from us. They don't actually do a set collection or whatever. They just deny us things. He'll get back all of his other tokens here. And we can choose to place one of ours up here on the board for drafting. I don't really want to commit my 7 up there. And our 5, we actually, like, we don't win ties. We get, we would place this up here because we got in there later than his token. So that would suck. Let's just put up our 3. Let's do that. I don't need that. No stinking 3. Have we already lost Jared? Jared. Wait, we lose right away? Again, come on now. Guys. No. I think that this is going to be a tremendous win for me, basically. Okay, so this guy has to start. It's sort of expected that the bot isn't going to win very much, I think. But we flip this over to see what he starts with. He starts with a 5. And he always starts, I think, always top to bottom, left to right. Let me double check that so I don't get that wrong for the entirety of this playthrough. That would be unfortunate. Oh, but they would probably play it with the... It's only when they can play anywhere that they play top to left. That's right. Okay, so they would play it to the left if they can. So they'll play a 5 right here. Boop. Which is great for us because we want to win this egg. So we're going to use our 7. So we'll flip a card, but it doesn't really matter. They have to pass. They only have a 7. They no longer have their star tile. So we win this. And I guess that... this card would determine if they put this up on the board, and they do not. So our 7 is gone. We get to start, and this of course means we can do exactly what I was talking about before. So this is called corner casting, where if I play here, there's nowhere orthogonally adjacent that he can play. So we can just win it for sure. So we can use our 1, win this tile, and laugh all the way to the bank. Now, the unfortunate thing is that for our next turn, we also can't play starting orthogonally adjacent. So that means we actually miss our turn. So kind of like we get a free tile, but then we essentially miss our next turn, which means it's his turn to play. He can play anywhere he wants. When we're not sure where that goes, that would be left to right, top to bottom. So he'll play here. If he's starting, he's going to use a 3. So, like, 3 more turns. Come on, Jared. Maybe 4. Get out of here. I will say, one of the things that I'm hesitant about with this game, I have reservations. We played this with 4 players. I'm a little nervous about it. And one of the things is that this game feels very point salad-y. Which is my least favorite thing in games, where it's just sort of like, doesn't matter what you do, points. Mess up, oh hey, here's some points for compensation, you know? So the difference between like the best tile and the worst tile is very modest in this game. So, we will see. Okay, what the heck are we gonna do? We wanna win another flowery type thing. And not only that, but these mushrooms are rad because they're potentially worth a lot of points, but only if we can find the other one. We could do the same thing. We could just take this tile and then take this one, which I think we're going to do. We're going to play our star here, so that just means we win. And I guess it goes... What am I doing? It goes there. Now we have 2 types of plants, and we can play our 2 here. Nobody can contest us. It's ours. We're starting our mushroom collection as well. Hard to deny that. And that means that he gets to start. So same thing. He's going to start here, top to bottom, left to right, with a 3, just like last time. Well, we're going to play a 5. Oh, look at that. He's only willing to play up to a 4, so that means we get it. Now these tiles let us get extra concoctions, which are a way to, like they're this tile. We can brew potions with them. So we get to draw 3 and keep 1. Now all of the ingredients have to be unique. So if we use up 2 plants, a feather, which we don't have, and an egg up here, we can't use those for our other ones. Okay. Well, this one kind of most closely aligns with what we have right now. So let's take that. A understudy soil. Weird, but fine. Okay, now he was gonna play this up to the top, so he goes over there, and we can do the cheesy move that we did before, where we get to take this tile for free. The mirror stone lets us just duplicate another card for the purposes of set collection, so it's quite powerful. And now he gets to start. He's gonna start right here. He's gonna start with a 1. We are very shy on tokens. We only have 3 left, so we can only get 3 more tiles out of here. If we had it our way, we would probably want to get these ones, or perhaps the one that he's on, which we obviously cannot get. Or maybe this egg. So let's try and go for the egg with our last 5. Ah, he's only going to play up to a 3. We get it. Sucks to suck, nerd. I don't know about this bot. It's kind of just letting us... We're kind of just getting to do what we want here. We also set ourselves up... We're just going to get nothing else. But we can get that other mushroom that we need with any of our tiles. Now, we don't have anything lower than a 4. I also totally ignored these. I forgot. Did we win with a 3? We definitely won with a 3. So we're going to take that. We also definitely have these 4 symbols. This guy's only got 1 tile. So we got that. Did we have 3 separate control areas ever? I don't remember. So we're just going to let that slide and say that we never earned it. Sadly, our buddy here gets to start with a 4 or higher, which means he wins. He's going to just take this. It's his now. We probably did that, but how separate were they? They were definitely separate. We did that. We're just going to yoink it. Okay. He gets to start. He's going to play a 5 or higher down here. We can't play, so he gets it. It's looking bleak. He's just going to walk across the map, taking all of these tiles. Oh, he only plays up to... Oh, wait. Did I do that one wrong? If starting, it was a 1. Ooh, I messed that one up. Oh, well, whatever. Let's just keep going. Okay. He's going to play up to a 3. Or a 2 if starting. So he's going to start with a 2. Of these tiles, the one we want most is this one, so we might as well try and get it with our 4. He's only willing to play up to a 3. But he will put that up on the board. We will get this. We will be happy. We got an absolutely absurd number of tiles. I guess we have to pass because we don't have any more discs. And that means that he's just going to end up taking these remaining ones. Right? He's going to get this with a 3. I don't know why I'm flipping over the deck. It's not going to matter. He's going to get this one with a 1. And then he's going to get this one with whatever low junk he's got over here, a 4. All right, so we got 10 tiles to his 6. But then he's also going to get tiles from here. I don't know. We'll see how this all shakes out for us. Hey, Legends, welcome in. All right, so that was really fast, actually. And now at the end of the round, we would draft from up here. The way that this works is exactly like it seems, where he'll get to pick a tile, then we will, then he'll pick 2 more. But he just goes left to right, top to bottom. So he's going to pick this tile first, which is the only one we maybe really wanted. We probably wouldn't mind having this feather. We need it for our concoctions. So not horrible. We'll take that one. And then he's going to take these other 2. And then there's these tiles up here that I didn't tell anyone about, called shadow tiles. For each unspent token that we have in the game, we get to upgrade to those. Highest to lowest, ties broken by here. I didn't have any unspent ones because I got all of mine. But he is going to get a 9 and a 10. And he's going to get rid of the 6 and the 7. So that he has the same number of tokens. So that sort of sucks. He can just, beat us. No problem. All right. We get all of our stuff back. We have quite a vast array of... When I set up the camera here, I was like, oh yeah, I just need to show the board. But of course, didn't think that we're going to actually be collecting a bunch of tiles that take up a non-zero amount of space. Maybe I'll put these vertically so that I got a little bit more space for tiles and stuff. I guess I do not need these passing tokens. They seem really odd. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Jared, how you been? We haven't talked in a bit. I know you said you were having a busy month all through October, I think. Hope you're well. All right. So let's reveal these goal tiles, see what we got. Just so you know, your usually crystal clear mic has a fuzz in the background. Not a big deal, but thought you would want to know. Oh my god, that is a big deal. Maybe it's doing that weird thing with this stupid talkback mic again. Alright, we're in points for control areas. We're in points for control areas of exactly 3. So that's 3 adjacent spots. And 2 points for control areas of exactly 1. So basically, we just don't care. We get points for having stuff. We want to take tiles and be happy, I think, is the gist of that. Now I'm all worried about the mic. That's annoying. It's the talkback thing for sure. Clear when you were quiet. Shit. Well, you know the thing that sucks about that, Allison, is I tried to get away with not installing the software. I recently had to reinstall Windows. And I tried to get away with not installing the software for the mic. But I can't control or influence that stupid talkback mic without it. Wait a second. Hold on. If it was the talkback mic, then that means like when I go like this, it gets louder, right? Because that will be super irritating because that was such a pain in the ass to fix last time. Just treading water but having fun, Jared. I feel it. I feel that. Same volume throughout. Okay, so it didn't get louder? Maybe it isn't the talkback. Alright, well, I get irrationally angry by tech issues like that. And unfortunately, of course, I'm not like monitoring the audio. I can't hear other than to hear myself speak. So, that's annoying. So you know what? I'm gonna like hit the be right back screen here for a minute, take a 2-minute break, see if I can't resolve this stupid audio issue that I'm not actually sure what it is. And then when we get back, we'll finish kicking this bot's butt. So I will be back. 2 minutes. I'm interrupting my be right back to say, hey, Cosmic Beat, thanks for that sub. Appreciate you, as always. 8 months. I find that unbelievable. And I'm genuinely thankful that you can be here. So thanks so much for that. Okay, I had an epiphany. I tried really hard not to overthink this. Tell me if it's better. Aw, shucks. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Cosmic Beat. It's fixed! Okay, listen. That was actually not a crazy tech issue at all. That was a I'm really stupid issue. Unsurprising if you've been around for this stream very much. I have like a box fan in the corner. Like I have a totally like rigged up like DIY like air purifier. I have like an actual legit one, but filters are freaking expensive. And I'm in this huge garage with like 11-foot ceilings and it just doesn't move the air enough. So I have this rigged up box fan filter thing in the corner and I left it running. So it's just like I forget that it's on because I'm so used to I would do my workout here and whatever, so I'm so used to just hearing this like kind of white noise drone in the background, but totally it was just the stupid fan like brrr. I'm a fanboy. There we go. Hey, did the Pro Streamer Redeem work? Oh, this is the second time that I missed it, but I feel like it might not have. Because I had to redo OBS too, and I actually haven't tested it. You saw it. Sweet. All right. It's the most important thing. Okay, because if you guys can't make fun of me, why are you even here? You know? You know what I mean? What would the fun be? Okay, so let's do a quick little recap about where we are at here. Skill issue. I saw that one. Okay. All right. Definitely working. So, we are trying to do some set collection. There's sort of this like micro and macro set collection. We've got the individual tiles, which have scoring conditions on them. We also have our concoctions here that we're trying to get. So far, we've collected 3 of these mysterious eggs. We really want to get 5 because then they're worth more points each. Now, we have this mirror stone, which can duplicate any tile that we have. So we can essentially get 4 eggs. We'd really like to get this last one, though. Okay. And then plants, we want to have a set of 3 unique ones. We have 2 unique ones. So we really want to get a 3rd plant, as long as it's not either a B or a W. These mushrooms are currently worth 0. And in, back to... I feel conflicted about this game. We got those 2 mushrooms. And... oh! Shit, there is one remaining mushroom we can get right up here. I was just going to complain about how, especially with fewer players, you have a small grid, you might not be able to complete your sets, but we can. So we probably want to try and win this by having a high-valued tile up here. Or I guess, as long as we have a tile up there, that's the last one that he'll draft. We can abuse the bot for being an idiot. And then our concoctions here. We want to finish these up, right? Why would Jared be disappointed in you, Allison? So we want to finish these up. So obviously, in order to do so, we need to have 2 mushrooms, 2 eggs, 3 leaves, a leaf, and a skull. I think we're pretty close to having all of those things. We have our 2 mushrooms, 1, 2. We also have an additional one on our character card. We have 2 plants only. We got the skull and we got the eggs. So we need another plant. So I think our goal is get this egg, get a plant that we don't have, so one of these plants, and then try and snag that mushroom. And otherwise, we don't much care. Now, he's going to go first because he won the last tile last game. So what's he get? He's going to start with a 2, and he's going to start right there. Okay. I mean, getting some of these feathers would be rad, too. So, I think we could just play a 3 or something and see what we get. He's going to play a 5 or higher to the right. We don't much care about that. This is another one of the plants that we can win. So we can put our 6 on it and hope that that's good enough. It probably is. Ooh, he's going to play 1 higher over here to the right. 1 or more higher. So he's actually going to play his 9, which we cannot beat. So we will pass. So he's going to get this one. Now, obviously, these 9 tiles, like these tiles, the cool thing about them is that, well, big numbers are good, but they don't count towards any of these scoring conditions. So, ooh, did I put his tiles away? Did I accidentally deal out the tiles that were his and we're playing with them right now? I think I did. That feels really stupid. Shit. Okay, well, let's reverse engineer this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. We had 11 tiles last time. He had 5, or we had 12. He had 8. 5 plus. Okay. Whoops. Now I feel stupid. I don't know why I was concerned with the tiles anyway. He took 1. Oh, I went to add it to his pile. That's right. So he should have 8 plus the 1 he just took. It doesn't matter what's on them, so this isn't a crisis other than we got a little bit samey stuff down here. A little repeat of last time. All right, so he's going to start. And he's going to start right down here with a 5. Like a jerk. These feathers are great for us, but only if we get a bunch. This stone is great for us, even if we don't get a bunch. So let's play our 6 there and see what happens. If I didn't give you crap about all the things pro streamer, oh, I see. If you weren't harassing me, Jared, I thought you were talking about something else, Alex, and I misunderstood. If you weren't harassing me, Jared would be upset. I agree wholeheartedly. One of you needs to be present at all times to give me an appropriate amount of shit. I'm going to be encouraging quietly so I don't look uncool. We both know James is just really good, so we need to check his ego. Listen. I don't think that's very true. All right, making me blush. All right, 5 or higher, so he will play his 10, I guess, on this feather, and we have to pass. Do we want 2 of the tiles up there? I mean, we could try and get these mushrooms, and then they'd be worth 9 points if we get both, but only if we get both. Yeah, let's go for it. So he's going to take this one, add it in, and then he gets to start again. We have done nothing but fail. He's going to start with a 4 up here. We would have liked that one. This is just straight up worth 4 points. So that's cool. One of the problems here is we really don't want him to take this tile. So I guess we go here, because if we go there, that's the only one he can take. And we kind of want that C. So let's try that. 1 or more higher. He's going to play to the left. That's exactly what we wanted. Ah, he's playing his star, so he just wins it. Why did I flip that down? I keep doing the wrong thing. I don't know why. Anyhow, we don't need to put our 5 up there. We don't need those tiles. We want these ones. We don't want anything else. So we will take our 5 back. And our man gets to start again with a 5. This means that if we play on one of these, he cannot respond. We just get to take it. Because he doesn't have anything high enough anymore. So we could play our 7. Get back in the driver's seat here. So we're gonna get this feather, but our good friend here is gonna put his 5 up here. And we don't quite have the scenario where we get free reign of whatever we want, but we actually have something better than that. Okay, got to give the dog a haircut. Have fun. I'm sure Kono will be well behaved for the haircut. What could go wrong? That sounds like an absolute handful. On a pet tangent here. We recently adopted 2 bunnies, and I have never done something that's more like physically challenging than trying to clip the bunny's nails. Because like they really aren't super into it. Like basically what I've learned about rabbits is that they're just eternally scared, right? They live in a state of constant fear. They sleep with their eyes open, like very literally, you know? Anything will scare them, and they don't really like having their nails trimmed. But like, you know, I occasionally have indoor cats. I have to trim their nails because otherwise they're like, you know, razor sharp, walking on their nails practically. And with the cats, it's like you can be like somewhat assertive, but bunnies are like hilariously fragile and super fast, and like you can't really do that. And like, it's awful. Do not recommend. Do not recommend. Bunnies really need anxiety meds. Wholesale, like completely agree. They are not fans of most things, actually. Like they look cuddly, they are not cuddly. You make a weird noise, they're startled. you know, yeah, they're very temperamental. They're lovely creatures. Like, I adore having bunnies. I'm so glad we have them. They actually do make great pets, and they're super cute, and it's fun to like learn about their personalities and whatever. But there are some interesting things where, despite outwardly seeming quite similar to like a cat or something, like they have a litter box, you know, they're like they're like cute little fluffy furry animals. They're very kind of fundamentally sort of similar, but then there's like devils in the details, I guess, you know. So anyways, all right, back to it. So one of my things that I didn't like about this game with four players, with four players, they play on a 5x5 grid, but it kind of devolves into this thing where one player has more like higher numbered tiles than anyone else, and they just kind of get free reign of what they want, and then their higher numbers are gone, and then that happens again for a different player, and then it happens again for a different player, and the game kind of descends into, well, I have the highest number right now, so I'll just take what I want, you know. And we're kind of at that point here where we just played here. We can't corner cast. Corner cast is where you can play and you know that it is unopposed, right? But we can actually do something better. This guy, his highest tile over here is a 5, right? And we also have a 5. So we can just play our 5 right there, and we know that he can't do anything about it. So like, we'll flip out a card, but it doesn't matter. Like, he would pass. So we get this one. That's another egg for us. And then we know we can get this one. Now we can corner cast with our 1. So that's cool. And then it's our buddy's turn to go. So we got to take 2 tiles, and he had to just sit there and kind of watch it happen, you know? He's going to start with his 5. So that means that we are either giving him this tile or we're playing our star. I don't think we really... Like, this lets us draw 3 tiles and keep 1, but it's minus 1 point. Now, this is the plant that we need in our set. We could just take it with our star. It's an option. Well, let's do that. Let's just take it with the star. We get it. This guy complains and whines and is otherwise sad. And then we can do more of our just taking what we want. We're going to play our 5 right here. He is a highest of a 5, so he cannot contest us, which means we get this one uncontested. I keep flipping them over. And then we can take this one uncontested as well with our 2. The only unfortunate thing here is we'd actually be scoring a lot more points if these were spread out. Like right now, this is worth 3 points, where if I had, like, you know, a couple of groups of 1, they would be worth 6 or 9 or something. But who gives a shit? Okay, once again, nothing we can do about it. He's going to play. And he's going to start here with a 4. We can't do anything. He gets that tile. All him. And then he's going to play a 4 again. And, well, all him. He took the minus 1 tile that we didn't really want anyway. Oh, and he's going to play his 5 and get those mushrooms that we wanted to get, and we can't contest it. It's exactly like I said. Kind of, he got his, or we got our kind of free reign of the board, and then our numbers were too low, so he gets his. And now he has nothing higher than a 3, but we have 4s, so we get what we want, and he gets to watch us take it. He's going to start with a 3, and he will start here. This is the only one we don't have, so that would be lovely to get. Let's do it. We'll use our 4. He gets his 3 back. And then we could take either one of these uncontested, because we have to play orthogonally adjacent. But we can only get one of them, and he's going to get the other one. So let's take the one worth 4 points, because we have our full set of flowers. So we get this guy. And then we can't play. He's going to get this one. Doesn't really matter what number he uses, I don't think. And then he can't play, so we're going to get this one with our last tile. And that second round there was actually a much better sort of reenactment of how this was in the 4-player game, where it was just sort of like, oh, I can't contest that, so I get to watch you take it. And then you used up your high numbers, so now you can't contest. And I get to do the same, you know? So, anyways, let's see how we did from a scoring perspective. I don't know how the bot scores at all. I didn't actually read it. So, there is that. Maybe he just trounced us and we actually suck at this game, which is extremely possible. Or does the bot even score? Do we just score our score and that's it? Yeah, so if he achieves the other goals, he just prevents us from getting them. He doesn't score anything. So we want to score higher than 50. If we scored less than 50, we're embarrassed. Let's see what we got. So our skulls score their face value. I guess I have to choose what I want these to be. I think it doesn't matter. One will be a feather, one will be an egg. So our skulls score their face value. That is 7 points. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feathers, so I get 18. Mushrooms. Oh, wait. I messed that up. I don't want 0 points for mushrooms. I want to use one of those for a mushroom. Oh, hey, wait. No, hold on. We didn't do this. I'm an idiot. Okay, so I don't actually care about this because I can't easily get it because I have good places for my mirror stones anyway. So I'm going to take this tile. He will take that one. And then I can take this one. I did have the mushroom set complete, but I get to draw 3 concoctions and keep one. Maybe I can get an additional one. That gets me some points. Feathers, and more feathers. I have lots of feathers and eggs. Do I have enough mushrooms? Yeah. Done. Okay. Can't believe I forgot to take those. Actually, I totally can believe it. Okay, so now it makes sense. Mushrooms, I get 13. Plants, we get the face value, and then if we have a set, we get bonus points. So we got A, B, C, D, W, because that's how the alphabet works in the forest. Okay, so we got 1, 4, 5, 8, 9 points, plus 12 for having 5 unique ones, so 21. And then I think because we got 5 or more mysterious eggs, they're just worth 4 or 5 points each. But let me double check. Five or more, there are 4 points each. So we have 5 mysterious eggs, so we get 20 points. We didn't get any negative points from those treasure chests. Nuts to that. The goal cards, we got all of the first set of goal cards. These ones, we have no control areas of exactly 1, so we get nothing for this one. We have no control areas of exactly 3. And we get 2 points. We get 1 point per control area. We only actually have 2. That's kind of a fail. Okay, and then our concoctions here are the hardest thing. Ostensibly, this is what the game is about. Brewing potions with ingredients collected in the forest. So, we need icons that match this. And we can only use them each once. So, these tiles will... Oh, I'm putting them right where you can't see them. This will be what we need for this. 2 eggs, 2 mushrooms, 2 feathers. So we'll get 7 points for this one. And then for this one, we need our other 2 mushrooms, an egg, a skull, and a plant. So So we have all of those as well. So we'll get 6 points for that. So 13 so far. And then our starter one, we need 2 plants, an egg, and a feather that we hadn't used, which we have. So we'll get 5 points for that. So we get 18 points for our concoctions. And then we get 2 points per unused marker that we have. We didn't have any unused markers. And we have a once per game power, where when we win a tile, we can discard it, draw 5, and keep one of those instead. We never used that, so that's worth 2 points for us. So our target score was at least 50, and I think we kind of did okay. Wow, the points thing is weird? What's weird about the points thing? 25, 35, 38, 59, 79, 89, 97, 106, 108, 110 points we got. So many things to count. Yeah. And you know what we just did? On our first playthrough here of the solo mode, this is the score sheet. It says 110 or better. Oh, that looks really weird. Anyways, 110 or better, masterful. That's what we just got. We got, boom, 110. So we like beat the game on the first try, essentially. Now it's not quite that simple. There is a huge book here of achievements. They give you little markers in here. I hate when companies do this. I'm never going to write in the rule book because I'm not like gonna buy one game and play it 7,000 times and keep it forever. I'm probably going to keep it for a time and then, you know, find a new happy home for it. And I don't want to ruin this rule book, but there are a ton of achievements in here that it suggests. It says there's the easy difficulties all the way up to the hard ones. You know, in the hard games here, it says score 25 points from concoctions. Don't collect any mirror stones. Have the bottom space on the forest sprite board, that's this one, in either round. So we would need to achieve all of those goals while also scoring 95 in order to win on that difficulty. So they give us a bunch of like arbitrary restrictions here to make the game a little harder. But honestly, I don't know. Like, neighbor's dog is freaking out. Yeah, so here's my thoughts on Nocturne. Nocturne, the way that second round worked is exactly how it felt in the multiplayer game. They give you this cool bidding system with these things, but because you're playing on a relatively small grid and the game doesn't take particularly long to play, it quickly ends up just being that one player has higher tiles than everyone else, and they basically get to take things off the board for a little bit until somebody else has the highest tiles. And like, you don't have to always take the tiles. I could not do that, but like, I gain more points for having tiles than for not getting things, and I don't like get, you know, it's not worth it to wait for later because there really isn't later. And like tactically, because which tiles are coming off the board is determined by kind of everyone collectively, right? I don't have a lot of agency over, oh, well, I want to save my high numbers for like this area of the board because like we might get there when it's a good time for me to capitalize on that and we might not, right? So it feels really shallow. Like there's this clever idea, or on its surface, it looks clever. And then in practice, it's just sort of like, I don't know, it doesn't really work. And this game, I did way better with these cards. So like, the game's about cute foxes gathering ingredients in the forest and brewing potions. But you start with one concoction card, right? And you have to get a tile off the board to get more. And last time, I couldn't, like when we played this with 4 players, I couldn't get any of these. I got none of these concoction tiles. So it's like I'm collecting all these ingredients, but I need 4 ingredients, and there's like 30 present on the tiles that I have at the end of the game, you know? And it just seemed kind of weird, you know? So do I think this is a game for people who don't like to play games? I don't know. I think this is way lighter than it seems at first. And it's just sort of like, I feel like this game is missing something, and I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's like, the biggest problem I think it has is that like everybody ends up with a similar number of tiles, and almost all of the tiles are worth a similar number of points, right? Like it's really, if I get, like, unless I flub something and really mess up, it's like these egg tiles are probably going to be worth 3 to 4 points on average. If I get the plant tiles instead, they're probably going to be worth 3 to 4 points on average. If I get skulls, oh hey, the most common values, 3 or 4 points, right? And it seems like that's kind of compensated by this thing. Like here, you know, I can take the 4-point tile that it only gives me 1 ingredient, or I could take the 3-point that gives me 2. But like, there's not enough. The game doesn't like last long enough. There's not enough opportunities to capitalize on those things to actually like make clever decisions about that. You just take what you can get. And because everything's worth a similar number of points, everybody ends up with a similar number of points at the end of the game. You know? I don't know. It's missing something important. I'm going to try one more time with the bot here. We'll try one of the contrived scenarios and see if that makes it feel a little better. But my hope was that the solo game was going to be like significantly different in some sort of way that would, you know, redeem this game for me. And that is not what I got here. And in fact, if anything, it's like the solo player, I mean, I guess we didn't score the solo player, but like we're flipping out cards that randomly determine what number they're going to play and where it's going to go. And it felt exactly like playing with actual human players, other than it being a little bit faster, because like you just kind of take what you can get, you know? So let's see. Let's give it one more shot and see if we can unlock the magic secret of the forest that I can't otherwise seem to figure out. But yeah, I feel like this is like, it's definitely a casual game, but I don't think it's a good one. Like it's okay. It's interesting enough, but it's like, you know, Flat Out Games. These guys also publish Cascadia. Comes in the same size box, costs the same amount of money, takes about the same amount of time to play. Probably the rules are a little easier even. And I'd play that 100 times before I play this again. Let's hope that I'm missing something. Okay, so we're gonna get a different starting potion. We're gonna get different goals. Just to keep it fresh. There are a ton of tiles in this game also. Which is one thing that's sort of like maybe interesting, is that it's like the set collection feels like there's some room for it to be a little bit variable, but it just sort of feels like, okay, you know, if there's not enough tiles to go around, whoever was the player who happened to pick the least popular thing that they weren't fighting over probably gets more points per tile. I don't know. All right. No more complaining. Someone in chat. Who are these people? Let's throw them to the lions. I agree, Aristo. Come on. People who don't like to play games? Like, this would be a fine intro game. You know, it's got cutesy art. You can play without the player power, the once per game. Not that I think that adds a ton to it anyway. They have a family mode that also streamlines it. I think you don't even do the concoctions. It's just set collection. So, you know, there's room here for this to be a very, like, introductory game. But it's just like, why would I play this instead of Cascadia? Which is also set collection. But kind of in a more interesting way. Well, it's not really set collection. It kind of is. Anyway. Okay. No more complaining. Let's do this. How do the achievements work? I do not know. I think we have to do a specific character. I didn't use the character power. I didn't feel like I needed to ever. Okay. Oh, it gives us particular goals also. Okay. We recommend starting with scenario number 1 and attempting the next scenario once you've completed it. Scenario number 1 requires us to get 75 points, at least 10 of which are from skulls. I don't think we're going to try that. I think we're just going to try one of the hard scenarios, probably lose, because they're very specific in what you need to do. But let's give it a go. So let's do one that we can play with Flint. So we have to do either number 15 or number 17. Let's try number 15 here. Don't collect any treasure chests, fully complete 3 or more concoctions, and collect 5 or more skulls. That's going to be hard because we might not even see enough skulls in the game, but we're going to try it out. So we're Flint. We do need different goals, though. We need goals 2, 7, and 11. We have one of them. Two, 7, 11. And 1, 6, and 11. All right, what do we got? 4, that's not it. 9, not it. 2, also not it. 6. These are some of the goals we had last game, maybe. 1, 6, and 11. All right. Is this the same one? That is the same one. So we'll take the top of the deck for our starting concoction. Maybe it wasn't the same one. I don't know. Random's random, though, so we don't know. Doesn't matter. Okay. Good. So what do we have to do? We have to not collect any treasure chests. Fully complete 3 or more concoctions, which also might be hard just in terms of drawing them, and collect 5 or more skulls while scoring at least 95 points. All right, let's do this. I see 2 skulls so far. That's a good sign. And also 2 of these runestone draw concoction cards. Doesn't mean that we get ones that are completable, which could be a problem. But at least it's like not absolute lunacy over here in terms of what we've seen. Hey, a treasure chest, which we don't want. What else have we got here? Oh, hey, E. I don't remember seeing that ever. Like, literally, I've played this game several times and never drawn that tile, I don't think. Okay. I guess we need 4 more for up here. There's another one that lets us draw concoctions in case we miss one of the ones on the board. More plants, not super helpful. And not super helpful. Okay, so we can't take any treasure chests. No big deal. We'll just avoid this one tile. We need at least 5 skulls, which means we have to win both of these, and we might just get boned and not be able to complete this. If we don't find stones, the mere stones, or skulls, we just lose because we were unlucky, essentially. Now, the good news is we do have our once per game where we can go digging for at least 1 skull, but currently that would get us to 3, so we better see some in the second half of the game. We'll just have to see if that happens or not. All right. So what do we get points from in this first round here? We want to be the first to win a tile with a 4. Be the first to control an area of 3 or more spaces, so those are adjacent ones, and be the first to corner cast. I feel like getting all of these is going to be pretty essential to getting a high enough score in order to win the game. So we start first, and we're going to start with our 1. How are we going to do this? We know that the thing that we start on isn't one that we're going to get. Okay, well, we could start on the skulls, but then we might get like rando boned. I think we're going to start here, hoping that he's going to play here and that we can take this first skull with a high one. See what happens. Well, fail. He's going to play a 2. I really should have sorted his pieces. I didn't. He's going to play a 2. He plays up to a 3. Obviously, he plays the lowest one possible, and he's going to play below the tile if possible, which it was. Okay, but we also need concoctions. So maybe, I think that's important enough that we could play like a 5 and hope to win it. And then that gives us some room. If we end up over here, we could still take that skull or something like that. So, let's see what we get. He's going to play 1 higher, and he's going to play up here. So he's going to play a 6. That is pretty okay for us. I think we're going to risk it here. We could play our star and take this for sure, but then we still have the risk of this one. Maybe we star this, and then we play our 7 here, and we probably just win it, or even our 6. Let's do that. We're just going to take this. We're going to win. Okay, he's not going to play any of his tiles away to the top board. So we just get this one. We got our first skull. We just need 4 more, which don't exist whatsoever. And we really want... I don't know. I mean, we did this so we could just play something high here and win. We could also try and do this corner casting nonsense. But that's going to be hard to, like, architect. So... Let's just see what happens. We're going to play a 1 here, just because we can. And hope that he plays to the right. He played to the left. Well, we screwed that up. We screwed that up. Okay. That sucks. We want to be the first to win a tile with a 4. So, why don't we try and do that right now up there? Let's see what we get. Ooh, 6 or higher. Okay. So that didn't happen. Do we want to use our 7 to get this mushroom? We probably do not. So I think we're just going to let him take this. So his 6 is gone. We're going to actually keep his tiles separate and not mix them in by mistake this time. This would be a great tile for us to get, so I think we can commit our 4 up there. And then he's going to start with a 1 right here. Okay, so this gives us a really good opportunity to hopefully not get terribly screwed. But if we play our 7 here, then we can win this. We can be the first to corner cast because we could take this one uncontested. It doesn't have to be actually at the corner. And then it would give us a group of 3. So we would get a tile we need, and we would get 2 of the 4 goal cards. So let's give that a go. Hopefully he doesn't get the play 1 higher. He totally got the play 1 higher. So that's sucky. He's going to play his star. Goodbye, cool move that we could have done. But at least his star is out of commission. And he is going to start here. Whoa, not my tiles. With a 3. Okay, so we can play this. And we can just win it. And we can win it with a 4, because he can't respond. So we can just play our 4. Oh, did we already get something with a 4? Our 4 is gone. No, we put it up there. That's right. Okay. So we can just play this here. He can't respond. So we're going to win this one. And we won it with a 4. So we got that spell. And he's not going to place that up at the top. So we got both of our skulls off the board. That's really good. If we win this tile, we have 3 connected ones, and we would get this. So maybe let's just play a 5 and see if we just win it. Up to 3. All right. So we get it. Sorry, nerd. Okay, so we have now an area of 3 or more spaces. So we get that one as well. So now we just need to be the first to corner cast, which I'm not sure we're going to be able to do. We don't want to win this treasure. We're just going to play our 1 and see what happens. Ride this one out. We're going to play up to a 4 to the left. We do want to get concoctions. So winning this would be rad, but it seems unlikely. What do we need off the board here? Nothing else. We got all the skulls. The only things we really need are concoctions. Now, it would be nice if we got this and it set us up for corner casting, which it's not going to do. So maybe let's play a 5 and see if we can just get it. He's going to play 4 or higher. He is going to play his 7 over here on the left. We can't win, so he gets it. All right, so he has nothing higher than a 5, which is super good information for us to know. Now, do we want to put a second one up here? I mean, if we can just get a tile for cheap, that'd be great. We'll put our 1 up there. Okay. What's he got? 5, or he's going to start with a 4. Right over there on the tile we want to get. Now we know he can't respond if we play a 5 or higher. So We don't actually want to corner cast down here because this stupid treasure's in the way. That's going to screw us up, and it's going to make us extremely sad. But I think we can just steal these tiles and then that one. The eggs are worth lots of points. We get one of our concoctions. And we corner cast and get the goal. So what we'll do is we'll play a 5 right here. He can't play anything else, so he's going to pass. We get this guy. And then we can play a 6, and he can't play anything else. So we get this guy. And then we can play a 7, and he can't contest it. So we get this guy, with which we will draw 3 concoctions. Where is the concoction? Oh, it is way over here. We get to keep one of these. We need to successfully brew 3 concoctions. We don't have any mushrooms. Like, none of these are very doable for us right now. We know we need lots of skulls. We have the plants. We don't have any of these feathers yet. But we do have the eggs, but not the mushrooms. I guess we have 1 mushroom. We have 2 mushrooms. We have this one done. So maybe let's just... Oh, but we need the mushrooms down here. Let's take this one. We can always do the crappy version of it. It gets fewer points, but we still meet our objective. All right. So we used our 7, and now we can corner cast. We can win this one uncontested by playing a 2. We get another egg. So we got 3 eggs. We want to have 5 for maximum points. We're doing pretty good on that so far. We got all the skulls off the board that we could get here. We're pretty likely to get this. Something that's going to be unfortunate is that if he gets a 5 or something up on this board, he'll take this tile, which is probably the one we want. I guess actually that won't happen because he'll just be winning too much. All right, we only have 3s left. We corner cast, so we cannot play. It is his turn. He gets to start with a 4, which means he's just going to win this. It's gone. And that means he will start again. Also with a 4, which he'll just immediately win. Which means he's going to end up corner casting here. I think when corner casting, well, up to 5. If starting 3, I think he always uses his lowest one when corner casting. Let's just assume that's what a human player would do. But that means we get to go, and he does not. He has 5s, so he can beat us and probably will, but we might as well try and get this this runestone. He's going to play a 5 or higher. So, yoink. And this sucks because then that just means... I guess we could put this up here and get another card for it. Do we want that, or do we want a higher number for next round? He's going to get higher numbers than us anyway. So let's just take the card. And yeah, he'll just end up getting one of these. Oh, are we going to lose the game here? Because we have the potential to lose. Just lose the scenario right now. Because he's going to start on one of these. Because he's here. And if he starts on this one, either one, he's corner casting. So that means it will be our turn to go. So if he starts on this one, then we have to take a treasure and we lose. So we get our can we win the scenario is determined randomly by this. And he is going to start to the right of his current one. We resolve it clockwise. So he's going to take this one and we lose the scenario. Because random do be random. So we get this treasure chest and we lost. Well, that was unsatisfying. Anyway, we can't beat the scenario, but we can see if we could have gotten enough points. So let's try and do that. With that, we do get to draw 3 tiles and keep 1. All these are kind of sucky, but let's take the feather one because we need it for our concoction. And then we get to take 3 of these tiles up here. And he's going to get the 10, 9, and 8 for next round. So we have this flower already, so we will take the other 3, including drawing 3 and keeping 1 for a concoction. Well, this one's extremely doable. Let's take that one. It's a disaster. It's true. It's true. Oh, it is a disaster. All right, we get these tiles back. He's got a bunch of higher valued things than us, so he's way cooler than we are. I didn't enjoy that 50-50 of arbitrarily lose this scenario. I probably could have like done something to not take that, but of course the direction that he plays is random. And he never ended up on that tile, so at no point could I have passed to force him to take it or something like that, you know? Okay, we're not screwing this up. We're not screwing this up. We're not dealing those ones out. Ooh, a treasure chest. That we don't want. A mirror stone, that would help us get a skull. That is also a skull. So that would get us to 4 if we got all of those. That's 5. So it's, in theory, achievable. We like achievable. Oh, and there's a backup mirror stone. How handy. And basically no plants. Okay, there's tons of skulls. But I hope, you know, if we had played a scenario where we needed feathers, probably would have been a loss. Because we only dealt out 4. Or no, 3, because I got that one from the chest. Anyway. Okay. We go first again. I think I made him go first last time, which was a mistake. Because in the multiplayer game, it's whoever won the last round would go. But we just start first both times in this one with our 1. Okay, we want these 3 skulls. We want them bad. What else do we need? We have 3 skulls that we need. We need 4 plants. We have 3, so we need 1 extra plant. We have enough eggs. We need a feather. So we need a feather and some skulls. Cool. Also, we get 2 points for control areas of exactly 1. 1 point per space in our largest control area. And 1 point per control area. So we get more points if we have disparate things. Okay, so the only thing we really know is we don't get the tile that we start on. So let's just start here and see what happens. Ooh, 6 or higher. Yikes. Okay, well, we don't want to let him win that. That'd be bad. So let's play our 7 up here on the mirror stone, because we can turn that into a skull, or if we have enough skulls, we can turn it into a egg and get some points. 4 or higher. So he will play his 8 over here on this egg, and then we cannot contest that unless we want to get this with our star, which we don't. Let's not do that, but let's just put our 1 up here and see if we can yoink a tile that way. And he's going to start with a 4 right there. We want to win this skull. Let's try and take it with a 6. He's going to play one higher than us down here. So he's going to play a 7. Well, we do want to win this skull. So let's play our star. And then he's going to play his 7 up here onto this board. Okay. We're getting there. We're going to play our 6 down on this one. What's he going to do? Up to a 4. So this one's ours. All right. So we got 4 skulls. That one would be nice to get. We also can complete a set if we get this, but we generally don't get the one we start on. Let's just put a little lobby here. Let's start with a 3. We have to start in that position. He's going to play up to a 5 over here. This is only good for us if we get both of those. I know how it worked last time, and I didn't love it. We don't really need them. We don't need them at all for our stuff. We don't really want to give him the mirror stone either because we kind of need that. Yeah, let's just let him have it. We can do this. And he's going to start with a 3. He doesn't have a 3, so he'll start with a 4. I think. Can't remember if he starts lower or higher. I don't think it's of consequence at this point in the game. Yeah, let's do that. Oh wow, Risto with the hydrate there. All right, let me take care of myself here. All right, so he's gonna play a 6 up here. Do we want to play our 7 on a feather? Probably not. We also don't desperately need any more of these, so let's just let him have this. It is all his. Do we want to play our 5 to the top? I mean, there's decent things for us to get up there. The skull, a concoction card. I don't think there's a reason why not. Our 1's probably going to get bumped. All right, we got to shuffle. He's starting with a 4. Right there. We want this skull really bad. Let's do it. It would let us cast over here if we wanted to. We probably don't. He'll probably end up taking that. 5 or higher. Well, he's got these nice higher numbered ones. So he's going to end up taking that other mirror stone with a 9. But we protected the skull at least. So that's good. What's he got now? Starting with a 5. Right there. Well, we don't want this with a 7. Which is the only one we can play. We don't need to feather that badly. We're not going to score. I think we're going to score badly, actually. Arbitrarily trying to get all these skulls has been hard. I mean, we can get this skull. So maybe it's not that desperate. I mean, there's a world where we get this, and then we can get that skull also. Let's just try it. Sure. 4 or higher. He's going to play to the right. Oh, he's going to play his 10 on that skull. That's sucky. That kind of backfired. All right, well, our man took our skull. I don't know. I can't remember. Does he always corner cast if he can? I think so. Because like a human player would almost for sure take that. If your opponent ever has an opportunity to corner cast, they will always place their lowest available spell token. All right, so we're just going to ignore this tile, and they're just going to take this one with a 1, and then it is our turn. So, where do we want to start? They still have their star, which is annoying. So they can beat us on anything. But they would have to use it. So we either want both of these or neither of them. So let's just figure out whether we want one or not. We'll play our 5 down there. Our man is going to play his star here and yoink that away. So we no longer want any of them. Sucks to suck. He's going to play a 4 up here. We don't particularly want those mushrooms. They're kind of jank. But we don't want to just let him win everything. So let's just play our 5 there. Which means he can't contest. So we will win this one. And he will put this up here, which knocks our 1 off, which sucks, but we'll survive. And then we can corner cast and take this feather. And then it is his turn. But when he gets to place randomly, he always places at the top. So he's going to end up taking this one. And then it's our turn again. So, taking this is actively bad for us. Actively bad. But I don't think there's a way that we can get it without giving him that egg. Or to avoid it, rather. We just lose 3 points if we get it, though. So, what do we want to do? We probably want to get these, right? We want to get this feather. And then this is unique. It gives us another set bonus. So we'll just take this with our 7. Because then he has to pass. And then we can take this one with a 2. And then we have to pass. And he's going to take this with his 5. Oh, that gives us the mushroom then? Oh, I screwed that up. Because he always plays on the top if he can. And he's actually out of tokens. So we can't do anything. He steals that. And then he has to pass. And we... I mean, I guess we're allowed to pass also. We could just not take that tile. Couldn't I have done that with the chest? I could have passed and he could have taken it. It was the last tile in the game. And then we wouldn't have lost. We're retconning that. Okay. So the game is over. He passed. We passed. We realized in hindsight, in retrospect, that we could actually get rid of that chest. We didn't have to take it. So mind you, if we didn't have that chest, we also wouldn't have this feather tile. But that's okay. Okay, so we got to do these. He's going to take this. We need to take this skull because we need 5. And then that means he's going to take this one, which sucks. Which means we're left with this one, where we can draw 3 and keep 1. Maybe there's one we can do in here, a super easy one. We need all of our plants, so neither of those is achievable. We do have lots of skulls and eggs, though. Oh, we're 1 egg short, but we can do at least part of it. Okay. So, let's see if we did it. Game 2. skulls. Oh, I guess, did we take any treasure chests? No. Do we have 5 skulls? Yes. There was another win condition, 3 concoctions. We're going to have at least 3. So we met the conditions. So for skulls, we got 16 points. For feathers, we only have 2, so we got 4 points. A far cry from the 18 that we got last turn. Thanks for that follow. Mushrooms. We have 1 mushroom, we get 3 points. Okay, our score is looking rather bleak. The plants, we get their face value. We get 3, 6, 7, and we have a set of 3, which is an additional 5 points. So we get 12 points. The eggs, we only have 3. So I think that makes them worth only 2 points each in the solo mode. 2 points each. So we only get 6. Our score is going to suck compared to last time. We are probably not gonna make it. All right, we've got concoctions. Let's figure those out last, like we did last time. Our goals, we got all 3 goals in the first one, so we get 9. And then 2 points per control area of exactly 1. We get 0 for that. 1 point per space in your largest control area, so that's 4. And then 1 point per control area. We have 2 control areas, 1, 2, so that's 2. So we get a total of 6 from those. 2 points per unused token. We actually do have unused tokens this time. We have 3 of them, so we get 6 points from that. And then we get our 2 points from not using our ability. So let's see how our concoctions worked out. We need 2 mushrooms, an egg, and a single plant for this first concoction, which we've got. So that's 5 points. For this next one, we need 2 skulls, 2 plants, and 2 feathers, which we've got. This one we can't complete fully because we don't have that other feather, but we can do the top part of it. 1 and 1. And then this one, we need 2 skulls and 2 eggs, so we can get it. So we get 5, 7, 14, 19 points from those. And we completed 4 concoctions. We needed 3 for the scenario. So if we got 95 points, which I don't think we did, then we beat this scenario. So what do we have? We got 23, 35, 41, 60, 69, nice, 75, 81, 83. So we missed our score condition by 12 points. We needed 12 more points in order to beat the hard achievement here. This guy. Flint. Don't collect any treasure chests. Fully complete 3 or more concoctions and collect 5 or more skulls. 95 points was our target, so we missed it. Unlucky. If we had, for instance, getting an additional 12 points would have been really hard, actually. With solo, you get to complete both lines on each card if you have the product. No. So like with solo or multiplayer, so for this card, I'm either getting these top 2 icons for 2 points, or I'm getting all 5 for 6. Right? So we can do it either way. But it's 2 points or 6 points, right? 2 or 6. So I didn't get both of them, but I had 4 separate cards. So I scored 3 of them. I got the full potion, and 1 of them, I scored only the lesser valued one, right? So overall, Did this save Nocturne as a game for me? I don't think so. Playing the solo mode with the achievements with those restrictions was like way more interesting than just playing it on its own. It also played pretty quick, but the achievements feel super arbitrary. And there's also like an extremely high chance that you could just lose, like get 5 skulls. We went way out of our way to do that, and we just barely achieved it. And like it's extremely possible that we could have just dealt 1 or 2 fewer skulls, and that like wouldn't have been achievable at all, right? So, are all the achievements like that? Probably not, but that made it more interesting, but not like, I still feel like I don't have a ton of agency here. The bot is just sort of an annoyance, like it's sort of randomly plucking tiles off the board, right? And I can kind of like play around and try to like limit that, but it's sort of like this weird push your luck that isn't a very satisfying one. If I'm trying to play around the bot maybe it might like randomly steal this tile. Like if I'm playing really conservatively to get those skulls, then I'm just going to lose the game. I'm not going to get enough points. That's basically what we did. I could have secured I could have played a little bit more conservatively and probably done a little bit better there. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, if I played fast and loose, I might just randomly luck out with how the bot behaves and do really well. And I feel like there's more of the game, more of my success is contingent on that than anything else. So, I don't know. Do you add those same achievements to a non-solo game? Absolutely. So the way that the achievements work is they actually show here, they kind of intend you to have the same player multiple times. And you'd like, I hate that this is in the rule book and not on a separate sheet or whatever. Like, I get a score pad. I should also have something for the achievements. But basically, they give you this thing, and you can track as you achieve the various things. And, they give you the, like, this is like, not just for the solo mode, but this is like the specific ones with a character and specific goal cards and whatever. I think you could play this with the in a multiplayer game. I don't know why not. And then over here, these are just like achievements that like anybody could earn, right? So you can play with different shapes, which I think would not make the game more fun. They would just limit your adjacency, and it would further exacerbate the worst part of this game, in my opinion. Could be wrong. Or just like various scoring goals here. Score 15 points or more from concoctions and whatever. And you would mark off that you'd achieved them. So it's kind of cool. I like the idea of games having achievements. I think one of the challenges is like, I wonder often what percentage of players is going to actually like follow through and like mark off achievements in the rule book and try to play this game. Like to do all the achievements, there's 50 of them, I think. So it's like, I bet you it's like 1% of 1% of 1% of players even get halfway that far. Like there's probably like a player worldwide who's going to finish that up. And I kind of question the value sometimes, If I'd bring you a box of apples, would they have to be hard and sour or soft and sweet? That seems very odd as far as a question goes. Why do you ask, Risto? And what's with the dichotomy? Couldn't I have both like a firm and sweet apple? Surely, So yeah, anyways, I was hoping the solo mode would, save this game for me, because overall I think that this is a fine game. It's totally playable and it's okay. Like, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not like hardly a game or something, but it wasn't particularly satisfying. And this is one of the things for me as somebody who has like a large game collection that's like kind of matured. It's like I've been collecting games for 15 years or so. Games need to be great to stay in my collection, and this is not a great game. This is a totally okay game that would be fine if your board game shelf has 5 games on it and you're just getting into it. Cool. This is a nice light casual game that looks pretty and is kind of interesting to play, but it's too shallow generally to be worth it. And I think there's some this feels like, I don't know who this game is for, right? The mechanism with this is like, and the set collection, like potential for a little bit of analysis paralysis, makes this feel like not like a super light game for anybody. But at the same time, it's like, for players, gamers who have been playing board games for a while, probably want games where they have a little bit more agency and that sort of thing. Certainly that's what I want. So it feels like this could have been refined a little bit to be just a little bit lighter and been an amazing, like, kind of starter gateway game. Or it could have been refined a little bit to be a little bit heavier and could have been a really interesting, like, medium weight set collecting Euro. And it feels like it's in this weird twilight zone in between those. Hard and sour and we can make pies. It's true. We just have a lot of people offering apples. Lots of boxes full of apples all over the town. That's cool. We actually usually get some apples every year. We have some apple crumble that we made that is sitting, like quite a few of them, sitting in our freezer because family of ours have a nice little lakeside property that has a big old apple tree on it. And it gets, whatever, like 200 pounds of apples a year, and they're sort of mealy, like they're not like a great apple to eat, but they are a great apple to make. Like the effort to make like apple crumble or whatever is so low, it's like throw apples, oats, and cinnamon in a pan and put it in the freezer until sometime later, and delicious, so we're fortunate to have that. All right, so I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to take a couple minute break here, and when I get back, I'm going to try and play this game. This is a solo game. This has I've not played. I don't even know how to play it yet. So we're going to learn how to play and play it on stream. There's Kickstarter for these games, Best with One games here, and it's the Kickstarter is for the solo game of the month. Okay, and they do like a print and play coffee. There you go. Right. So they do like they make print and play versions of all of their games that are like it's $5, I think, for the print and play files. And then if you buy it, I actually kind of don't love this. It comes in like this like tuck case kind of video game VHS style almost, and I think here in Canada, if the print and play is $5, if I buy this, it's maybe $25 or $30 by the time it gets here, which is like, I don't know, maybe a little bit higher than I'd like it to be, but I'm intrigued by it. And this one here is called Quests Over Coffee, and it says that it takes 8 minutes. One player, 8 minutes. In a land not so far away, in a town you probably don't remember, there is a coffee shop that specializes in quests and, well, coffee. They like to tout that they're the only place where you can get a decent cup of coffee and complete a set of quests with included fame and fortune, of course, before you finish the last drop. Will you partake in this marketing ploy, thinly veiled as a call to adventure? Ideal. Ideal. So anyways, we're going to give that a little whirl in just a couple of minutes here. So I'm going to take probably a 5-minute break. I have to actually go make a fresh coffee for this. It seems like I owe myself that. I can't have some sad, cold half a coffee here for a game called Quests Over Coffee. No way, right? I am the target market for that packaging. Per minute cost is high on this one. per minute cost is high, but I get the impression it's supposed to be like, exceedingly replayable, right? Nocturne may be a game that I'm only going to play a couple of times, but I think Quests Over Coffee is supposed to be, it only is 8 minutes, but, multiple quests can happen. So hopefully I'm right. We'll find out in a couple of minutes. I'll be back in about 5 with a fresh coffee and a fresh game. We'll see you then. All right, friends, I'm back. I lied. I have not yet cleaned up Nocturne. I decided I would blather to you while I tidied up instead of sitting here in silence, sad and alone, you know? So, Nocturne, bit of a miss. 6 out of 10 for me, probably, I'd say. I think that's being nice. I think I'm trying to be nice. I think it'd be a fine game. I just, you know what I don't, the thing that I don't like about Nocturne? Look at this. It's got this super gorgeous art. Like, look how pretty these cutesy little foxes are. And like the setting is interesting, and like I like the fact that it's sort of, twilight or whatever. You're out under the moonlight harvesting these ingredients, and like that just feels like such a fun little like setting that deserves like a really top-notch game. And instead, it's just sort of ho-hum. That's the thing that I dislike the most. But in good news, we can now play some quests over coffee, which doesn't even try. It's just sort of gratuitously stating that it's, this is for like marketing, It doesn't try to hide it. It's just there. So, I like that. Hopefully it's enjoyable. And hopefully it doesn't take me 400 years to pack up Nocturne here. All right. Almost there. In the random shit that James complains about in board games, Nocturne also has a egregiously anger-inducing low-quality box insert, the style that we used to get like 15 years ago. That's just absolutely garbage tier and makes me irrationally angry. Like, what the hell is this thing? Like, just don't put that in there. Anyway, not that I would get angry over petty things like box inserts in board games. That would be outlandish, really. Can you imagine being the type of person that gets upset by that sort of thing? Can I fit these cards on this side of the insert? No, because that would just be too convenient. Those ones are staying there anyway, out of protest. All right, we're almost there. We've almost done it. What's going to be interesting is going to see how long does it take us to actually figure out what the hell we're doing in Quests Over Coffee and actually get it played. Because it does say 8 minutes. Well, that's the least interesting camera I've ever put on stream. I thought it would be more like higher up. This is my little Sarah cam that I made. But anyway. All right, Nocturne's done. We're good. We did it. I don't know where the lid is. Oh, it's right here. Haha. Oh, my blindness strikes again. All right, it's time. Quests over coffee. What have we got here? We have a singular card in a thing. You know what? I'm going to just set that aside. Oh no, not you. Not angry over trivial yet righteously wrong atrocities such as box inserts. You need a bunny cam. Well, the problem, I'll tell you the problem with the bunny cam. The bunnies live in my daughter's bedroom. So it kind of doesn't work out, you know? Kind of doesn't work out. But there is a chance. There's a chance that I have some, there's a cat cam angle in the future, maybe. I'm thinking about, I have 2 cats, and I'm thinking that they might start spending some time out here in the garage with me. So there's that. Though Demon, our one cat, is scraggly and old, and it's probably more sad than anything to see him. So that's a challenge. And yeah, I don't know. Corny, the other cat, Cornelius, is like the world's most scaredy cat ever, and like legit scared of his own shadow. And he probably just wouldn't want to be on camera. He'd just hide. I don't know. We'll see. Cat cam, yes, especially if its name is Demon. Oh, but Demon's Demon's getting old, and he's just like, so the deal with Demon, that is our cat's name, and we had originally, 15 years ago, we adopted him from like a shelter, a rescue, and he had been like found under a house or something, right? And he just got this little black fluff ball of a cat, and we called him Darla because we thought Demon was a lady cat. And then this was like just a little teeny kitten, and we just adopted them, the 2 of them, and trusted what it said at the adoption agency. It just said like, oh, one boy, one girl. But no, they're both male cats. And anyways, fluffy little Demon was named Darla, and we decided that wasn't going to work. So we called him D-Man because he was surprisingly a man. And then it turns out he's a total jerk, and Demon is just a totally appropriate name for him. So having the cats with you would be really special. It'd be nice. It is sort of lonely out here. Okay, so there are like more decks of cards here than I anticipated. We got environments. There's a boss deck. There's companions. And more items. Okay, an extremely large item deck. Lots of quests. 2 different shops. I don't know the significance of that. Is this also a shop, or is it just... I'm not sure. The Chicken Bros. I'm not sure what the hell's going on here exactly. But I like it. So, and... Okay. We got a couple little like characters maybe here. I don't know. Let's figure this out. Quests over coffee. 6d6. 1 heart, 1 clover, 1 disc. 2 character cards. Got it. Oh, are these double-sided? Oh, they are. They're cute. Okay. 44 item cards. Totally 11 companion cards. Got them. 56 quest cards. Sure. 16 environment cards. 5 boss cards. 4 game found exclusive cards. Are those... This did not seem like 4 cards. And I did kickstart it. So... Surely... No, this is literally 1 card. I don't... Okay, well... Anyway... We won't worry about that too much. Maybe they're just in here already. Though they show that they have blue. Oh, that one's bluish, teal, whatever. I'm not getting the vibe that there's 4 in here, but you know what? I don't care. Maybe it's 1 in every deck or something. So is this just an extra quest? Why was this separate? I don't know. We'll just set it aside for now. Okay, so shuffle all the quest cards you are playing with. Create the quest deck by dealing 5 quest cards face down. Blah, 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 blah. Are we playing with all of them? Probably. Okay, adventure mode, we'll get there after. We'll try that out after. Okay, so let's just set this up. We'll just assume we're playing with all of the quests because we don't know any better. Shuffle all the quest cards you're playing with. Like you could play it during your coffee break. There you go. Oh, reasonable idea. Mao? Is this who we should play as? What do we think? Is it Mao? Jazzy? Sadie Cat? Or Ollie? Mao? Oh wait, you said that earlier. Okay, create the quest deck by dealing 5 cards face down. Place the shop card on top. We'll just take this shop card. I don't know. With the smiling lady. Deal the 5 remaining quest cards face up to create the active quests. Okay. Choose a side for the player card to use. Okay, we're going to use the cat, Meow. Meow. Why not? We don't know what the hell we're doing. Follow the setup rules on where to place the health, money, and luck cubes. Okay. So... setup 4 health, 1 luck. Oh, we're extremely unlucky. And 2 money. We're poor and unlucky. At least we've got our health. Okay? At least we've got that. Our base roll is 3d6. Max items, 3. Alright. Shuffle all the item cards you're playing with. Well, we're going to assume the pants of many pockets. Ooh, so these are not women's pants, right? Pants of many pockets. Or practically sized ones. Mean candy hearts. Hate you. A normal pincushion. Totally normal. I like this. Okay. I like these a lot. I like these a lot. Definitely not women's dress pants, yeah. This music is kind of spooky. I don't know. Okay, so we can have no more than 3 items, and we get to draw 2 and pick 1 to keep. I don't know what they do. You guys help me. A literal red envelope or a deep-fried food item? Okay. What are we thinking? What are we feeling here? I like this vibe. I also like this vibe. This is fun. This is fun. Hard choice. I go for food. A literal red envelope. What does it say? Discard this. Gain 1 money and 1 luck. Okay, discard this. Lose 2 health. Change any 1 die to a 6. Okay, so it says, I guess technically this is still a red envelope. This is the Chinese New Year promo. Okay, and this other one says, there's no way to determine what food item has been tried or if it is technically food at all. I like that. Let's go with food. I appreciate how it's called food item. It's not like we're not really entirely sure what it is, you know? Okay, we're gonna do the optional environment and companion setup because why not? So shuffle all the environment cards. Create the environment deck by dealing them face down. I'm not gonna deal them, I'm gonna set them above the quest deck. And draw 1 and place it next to your player card. Okay, so we've got, I don't think we need these other shop cards or the characters. I don't know though. And we're gonna see here. We got a deep fried food item. We can only have 3 items, and the environment is, man, it's a hot one. The base roll for 1-star quests is now 2d6, like 7 inches from the midday sun. Okay, nice. I like how the odd, like slightly, I don't know, derpy kind of face. I don't know. I like this. I'm liking this. Okay. Companion setup. Let's do that too, because then we get to discover more things and it's fun. Obviously been to the Midwest. Oh man, listen. Okay. Let me tell you, I don't know where the Midwest starts and stops, but I think Kansas is in it. Probably. Right? Surely. Also, how can something be both mid and west? But anyways, I will say that a while back, many moons ago, Martina and I went on a little road trip through the United States. We took a month off of work. I hopped in our classic Porsche and drove through the United States. And we kind of like meandered down the West Coast. And our goal was sometime before we needed to be back home a month from now, end up in Toronto. Okay. So Toronto is, I don't know, 2,500 kilometers that way. Okay. And we started going in the wrong direction and taking our sweet time going down the West Coast, because California and like the vibe there, awesome, right? Like we just like drove, I don't know, some days we drove 50 kilometers, some days 100, find some other random town to stay in. Who gives a shit? It was awesome. We didn't have kids, you know? But at some point we had like gone south, you know, into California and whatever, and we realized Kansas is the West, but not the Midwest. Okay, well, whatever. Anyways, we realized that we're kind of a little bit behind schedule. We're still on the West Coast, and we need to get to Toronto like soon because we need to visit my grandparents and then make it back from Toronto. And anyways, so we're in my like classic 911, no AC. Martina is like 12 weeks pregnant. Surprise. And we like the deal with the Porsche is if you're overheating, like drive faster. Okay. And anyways, the one day we drove like 900 miles, maybe not quite 900, 800 anyway, through like the crotch of the United States, through Kansas and whatever, because Kansas is like a straight line filled with corn. Like the interstate is just like you could go to sleep and like just brum. Anyways, so that's my memory of like that area of the United States. It's like there's corn everywhere. The roads are huge and the weather is hot, and Martina was an absolute trooper because yeah, we were doing our best to keep the heat down and it was not nice to us. So Oh my god, Martina, pregnant in a sports car at the feeling awful but not noticeably pregnant stage. That's the one. And like old sports car, like the Porsche, it was an 89. And so it like smells of oil and is a little bit squeaky and uncomfortable. And, you know, anyways, total trooper. These are reasons I love her. It's a long list. All right, companions. I never got there. I got distracted by Kansas. Can you imagine getting distracted by frickin' Kansas? That was the most boring place I've ever seen in my life. I would apologize to anybody who lives in Kansas, but I'd rather just ask, like, what are you doing? Ugh. Anyway. That's about correct. Stick plus cruise control equals drive. There you go. Yeah. All right, so shuffle all the companion decks and put them beside the quest deck. Okay, we got it. So, phases: questing round 1, shop, questing round 2, final scoring. You may choose any face-up quest card to interact with, roll to resolve the quest, continue until all quests have been resolved, move on to the next phase. As soon as the final quest is resolved, go to final scoring. Okay, so that's really straightforward. So resolving a quest, we roll the number of d6 listed on our player card as the base roll. So that's 3d6 usually. If the result is equal to or less than the fail value, the fail event occurs. Sucky. Discard it back to the box. Okay. If it's equal to or higher than the success value, success occurs. Nice. If it's higher than the fail value and lower than the success, the quest is abandoned. Aww. Okay. All right, so luck is rerolls. It says you may discard a luck cube. So I'm going to assume that we like lose luck on our slider here. To reroll any number of dice once. You can discard money equal to the number of stars on the active quest card and add additional d6s to your roll. Okay. Oh, the stars are the cost. I see. So we can add, so these quests here, we can add 1d6 for 1. You know, or we could add d6 for 3 each. Okay. And it's only for that quest. Yeah, damn. Okay. If playing with companion cards, you may choose to draw one when paying for help. Resolve the conditions listed on the card. After the quest is complete, place the companion card face down on the bottom of the deck. Okay. So, it says there's special conditions. If we get a run, like 2, 3, 4 or something, or a pair or specific numbers. None of these cards, I think... Oh, here's one with special conditions. Okay. Okay, so we've got the fail value, the success value, and the special conditions. And you can achieve the special conditions without having the other thing happen. If we run out of health, we're dead. Instructions on items tell us what to do. When we get to the shop, we roll 3d6 and then we get to spend it. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Let's try this out. So, we're going to try and resolve all of these quests. We got 5 of them. Let's take a look here. So, these books are all chained up. Let's start with that. Let's just start with it. So, we roll 3d6. We could roll extra. We need at least 8. If we get 8 or less, we fail. If we get 11 or more, we succeed. In between there, nothing good happens. We just get nothing. And if we get a 1 and a 5, we gain a luck. Okay. So, this is a dice rolling game. I can feel already what that means for me. You know? I can feel it. Usually dice rolling games and me, not best friends. That's for sure. Here, let's see. Can the Sarah cam be a dice cam? It can. All right, 3d6. What do we get? What the hell just happened? I just rolled 18. Well, my luck is ruined for the next like year and a half or so. Shit. Okay. Well, we completed this quest, but we did not get the special stuff. The 1 and a 5. So it says so much forbidden knowledge. Gain 1 luck. Nice. Do we do anything with it? Do we keep it? Okay, we keep it for final scoring. All right. I don't feel like the easiest quest in the game was the one to waste our best roll ever on, but here we are. Okay, I'll protect you. We're trying to protect a cute little kitty. We need at least 12. All right. See what we can do here. See what we can do. That's more like it. Oh, and there's the ones in the 5s we needed. We rolled 7. Big fail. Okay. So what we could do though, we could discard our dried food item here. We could do that. We could discard our dried food item because we're going to lose 2 health anyway. But if we get rid of this, we lose 2 health and we change any 1 die to a 6, which would mean that we lose our 2 health, but we now have 12 and we have a 6, so we gain 2 luck. So we're maxed out on luck, but we're almost dead. And how do we spend luck again? Luck is to reroll. Reroll. Okay. Okay. I think my music ran out too. Whoa, there's a switch under here. Look at that. So 11 or lower, we lose. Nothing happens. 12 or higher to succeed. And a pair gets us an extra item. So what do we get? We got 13. So we succeeded and we gained 2 luck. That doesn't help us. So why don't we try and reroll? We can use 1 of our luck to reroll just this 2 and see if we can get a 6 or a 5. We got another 2. Let's try it one more time because we'll get that 2 luck back anyway. We got a 4. So we got 4, 5, 6, a nice little run, but that doesn't help us anyway. We needed a pair. So we just gained the 2 luck, but so far our questing has been great success. We've got 3 for 3. Whoa, magic! I really like the vibe of this game. It's just kind of stupid in a way that I appreciate. Okay, as long as we don't get 4 or lower, we don't get actually sawed in half. I thought this was my moment here. All right. We needed 10 to succeed. The kids are entertained. We gain 2 luck. Hey, if we're going to gain luck anyway, we can do the same thing. We can look for a pair here. We can do it twice. We failed. We got either end of the run, but we still beat this. We gain our luck back. We spent 2 and then gained it back. We did not get the coin out of our ear, though. Ooh. You know what? I forgot about this. Man, it's a hot one. The base roll for 1-star quests is now 2d6. I completely forgot that existed. We'll just remember that for later. Whoopsie doodles. All right. That's an angry looking genie or something. I don't know. Yee. All right. So we need at least a 14. Ew. We got a 1, 2, 5. So we got some options here. This game was written for you to narrate. I don't know. Feels as if this game has been secretly reading my mind. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. Okay, so if I get a 1, 2, 3, I can claim the quest for victory points. Otherwise, I need to beat it with at least a 14. Let's try and do it. Let's spend a luck to re-roll the 1 and 2. We got a 5 and a 6. Look at that. So we got 16. We did it. We get 3 money. That's enough money for us to actually get some stuff. Okay, so we actually did all of those quests. We're still nearly dead, but now we're at the shop. So it says roll 3d6. We want to roll absolute tragically low here. We got a 2, a 5, a 6. And then I think we deal out 3 items. We got a magic kit. We got a sack of gifts, question mark. And 10 prize tickets. So this costs 2, 5, and 6. Let's take a look at these. We just got a bunch of money. We got $5. So we can only get one of these, and we cannot afford the prize tickets. But let's take a look. Magic kit. 50 tricks. Amaze your friends and family. Believe you can make a living doing this. Keep the dream alive. Okay, so that gives us... We basically are going to turn 2 money into 3 money if we buy that. It gives us 3 money. We have the 10 or the sack of gifts, which costs us 5, or more specifically, the sack of gifts. We're not really sure, except this guy. There's somebody groaning and somebody trying to escape. If you still have this item at the end of the game, lose 2 victory points. You may discard this item at any time if you discard 1 health. Oh, so that's like actively bad. We don't want that. Why would we buy that? And then the 10 prize tickets. If you still have this item at the end of the game, it's worth 1 victory point. The worker says you can trade these in for an eraser or a finger trap that doesn't really work. Nice. Dreams of or memories of childhood, you know? Okay, so we're going to spend our $2 to gain the magic kit, and then we're just going to hang on to it for now. And we won't take these other 2. And our shop career is over. And then I think we just do the next set of quests. And then we do our final scoring, provided we don't die. So okay, we're gonna do these ones from left to right as well. Okay, so what do we got here? Ooh, floating creamed corn? Okay, so we need at least an 11 to beat this one. If we beat it, we get 2 health. So that's rad. We need that. Let's see. At least 11. We did it. We got 12. 2, 4, 6. A straight would get us an item, but we would have to get a 5 to make that happen, which is unlikely. Probably not worth rolling for. So, we succeeded. We gained 2 health. All right. I am not going in there. Poo. The nasty, gross toilet of doom and gloom. Sadly, we need to only roll. We're going to remember about the environment this time. So we only get to roll 2 dice for this. We need 12 to beat it. So I think it's worth spending. Let's spend $1 to get another die back. So we have 3 at least. What'd we get? We got 9. That isn't going to do it. So let's use a thing to reroll. We'll keep our 6. Hey, there we go. We got 13. You clog the toilet, the evil attacking toilet, with toilet paper, and we gain an item. Please be good. What do we get? We got the used 3-star badge. 2-star quests require 1 less money to add a die to your roll. You found this on the ground. Folks are dubious about the validity of it, so you're only able to convince some folks about it. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, let's discard our magic kit and get our 3 money. So we have $5, and we can do 2-star quests for. We can add a die for only 1, which is nice. Surprise! If we lose, your gift, a heart attack. If we win, your gift, you survived a heart attack. Nice, nice. Okay, we could probably get 12 with 3 dice. Let's just go for it here. Hey, we did it. We got 13. I don't need to roll that exactly, do I? That would be weird. It's that or higher, I assume. I sincerely hope. So we survived a heart attack. Equal to or higher. Okay. We survived a heart attack and we gain 3 luck. We were like maxed out on luck. We're doing okay. We're healthy now. We only got 2 more quests to go. This one looks a little upsetting. It looks so easy on TV. This is like me in the kitchen every time I try something vaguely complicated. All right. So, can we get 15? I feel like this is unlikely. We could pay. We could pay to do it. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. We'll pay 3 to get 1 d6. So we got 4 dice. We need to get 15. What do we get? 2, 3, 4, 5. We got a nice straight, which we don't need. So that's 5, 10, 14. Fail. Let's spend a luck. We'll re-roll these guys. We'll keep our 9 and roll those. We got the same result. Okay, we weren't lucky after all. Let's try again here. No more 2s and 3s. All right, there we go. We got 10. We got 14, 19, and we have a pair. So, gain 3 luck, gain 3 health, and at least it tastes good. So we gain an additional health. Okay, so we are maxed on health and luck. We're killing it. We are killing it. All you guys can see is the empty dice tray, though. All right, and then we're doing some spell casting here. What could go wrong? We pay only 1 to add a die to it. We only need 12. I think we can do that. With 4 dice. Oh my god. We got 8, 10, 12. We got it exactly. Pair of 4s and a pair of 2s. Nice. Death spell for someone else. Gain 2 health and gain 1 luck. We did it. Okay, we succeeded at every single quest. That feels illegal, you know? But let's see here. We did cheat on the initial ones because of the environment. Score 1 victory point for each of the stars for all the quests kept. Subtract 1 for each one failed. Well, we didn't fail any. Okay, so fantastic job, absolute perfection. You're an amazing adventurer. We got 2, 4, 7, 8, 11, 14, 15, 17, 21 points. Okay, look here. We got adventure mode to try. That was fun. Yahtzee! Yeah, exactly. Survived a heart attack and potential pummeling by creamed corn. It was a good day. That is true. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 things here really quickly. I have to go fix the music situation. It's getting hot in here. I got to turn the fan. Not that fan. The other one on. So I'm going to take a 2-minute break. fix the music and whatever. And when we get back, we're going to try adventure mode. Whoa, adventure mode in here, which lets us, I think, have a little bit of continuity between and like gain more items, like whatever, a campaign of an 8-minute game. I feel like this is an experience game, right? It's funny because of the art and whatever. So we'll see how long that lasts, but we're going to give it a try just in a minute here. Be right back. All right, we are back. I'm going to set this up here. The adventure mode's got a little bit more going on. It's going to be fun. I think we're going to change up our character because we can. Why don't we just flip this? You know what? I don't want to flip this over. I know exactly who I want to be. We are going to try as Ollie. Because Ollie has only got one eye. All right. He only starts with 2 health? Oh, God. Okay, well. Ollie's run in the dungeon is going to be rather short. All right. So, for adventure mode, we got to put out 18 quests. 18. Okay, so. The first 3 go face up. And then they go face down. Dun dun dun. We got the shop here in the middle. It says randomly shuffle and flip them. Try not to look. They're randomly shuffle and flip. We're going to take this one. Oh, I was hoping it'd be Chicken Bros. It was not. All right. Ooh, we get a boss card. Rad. Okay. So we got 18 quests. We don't know about them, except for the first 3. We also get to pick, we draw 3 item cards and we get to keep 2 of them. We do get a little bit more here. We can pick the leaky present. It looks like a really nice present and it is nicely wrapped. It's also leaking. So this gives us money, but potentially we lose health. Okay. We got the really sturdy box, the Metal Gear Solid vibes here. Discard this, negate 1 damage for this quest only. It's like a really sturdy box. One of the best boxes I've ever seen, no joke. I'm kind of liking the box, honestly. And then the Midway Hammer. Discard this, lose 1 luck, change any 1 die to a 6. While it looks very strong, this hammer is only usable at the games in the Midway. Alright, listen, I don't want to keep the leaky present. That's just a little... That's a little too sus. So let's instead keep the Midway Hammer and the really sturdy box. We don't want to potentially lose health. We only have 2. Poor Ollie, poor one-eyed Ollie over here. Only has 2 health to begin with. So we need that box to save us, you know? All right, and then we put an environment in front of, I guess this can just go in here. We put an environment in front of, well, these are the quests we've done. Or above, rather, above all of these. Cold and spooky night. I would try and say spooky like Martina does, but I'll screw it up. You may discard 2 luck to change any single die to any value. It was a clear black night. A clear white moon. There's more to be said about that, but I'm not going to be the one to do it. Something, something. Those thriller vibes there for sure. All right, it's our item discard pile. It's going to overlap a little bit because I'm trying to make this fit. All right. Are we going to make it to the boss cards? I have low confidence. Extremely low confidence. There's a chance. There's a world where we survive that long, but I have a guess that it's not going to work out. Let's see here. Okay, if we get items that are only for victory points, we discard them. We're gonna slowly zoom this out a little bit so I have just a teeny bit more space because, man, it's a little tight there. Okay, everything works like the standard rules, except instead of having free reign to tackle quests in any order, they're part of a journey. We have to do left to right, only 1 column at a time. It says, when you start the game, select 2 quests in the first column to attempt. Place the other card face up below the shop card. Okay, so we have 3 cards that we fail, we lose. And abandoned quests, so that's one where we neither failed nor succeeded, go on top of the boss card. And the quests that we don't do now, we have to do before the boss. Okay. Let's give this a whirl. So, which of these cards do we not want to do? What's our... I guess we can discard 2 luck to change any single die to any value. Okay. This one says if our health is less than 3, we gain 3 health. We're at 2. This would be a great time to keep this questionable portal. Unfortunately, it does cost us either luck or money, but that's okay. Death by cookies. I'm okay with this. Are we going to get crushed by the cookie monster? I don't know. This also lets us gain health, so let's set that one aside. And we'll do these two. All right, let's start with this one here. So, this portal looks fishy. I guess that's if we die, we don't go through it. If we do go through it, it's full of fake wizards. Not a good look. Not a good look. So, can we do it? I missed that. I rolled a 6. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3. That's a fail, actually. Which is probably the better result. Instead of losing 2 money, we just lose 1 luck. So, we don't get to score it, though. We could pay that luck to reroll. It's extremely likely that we will do better. But then we're going to lose money. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. There we go. We got 9 this time. So we get to keep it. We succeeded. It's full of fake wizards. We lose 2 money. That portal was fishy after all. But at least there's good food. Our health is less than 3. We gain 3 health. We're now at 5 health. Perfect. All right. I'm looking to buy a giant bow. Like the kind that fits on a sedan. Okay. This is a 1-star one. We got a 13. Giant bow located. Lose 1 money. Gain 3 luck. Okay, so we have no money and we have max luck. And we succeeded at both of these. We never ended up using our die there. And we narrowly missed a 4-week shipping wait on our giant bow. All right. What's our next environment? It's raining frogs. Hallelujah. It's raining frogs. You may discard 1 luck to gain 1 health. Cool. That would have been more useful before we gained a ton of health. We're kind of broke as a joke now. Instead of the like, you know, tunnel of love or whatever, we can go through the tunnel of mutual respect. Okay, that lets us gain health and luck. We really don't need that right now because we have health and luck. This one lets us get items and potentially we get hurt badly. This one also gives us health and luck. So, let's put this one. We want the stuff before the boss to be nice and easy. So let's put the tunnel of mutual respect. We'll save that one for later. All right. So we'll do this quest here. An orc here? All right. We need at least 13. That's going to be hard to achieve, but we do have a lot of luck. So I think we can make it happen. Oh, look at that. We did it in 1 roll. 13. If we roll this straight, we would get 2 money, but we failed at that part. But the good news is, we were lucky. We defeated the orc. Admit it, you got lucky. Or I mean, by defeat it, I mean we hid behind garbage cans and it didn't notice us. That counts as defeating these days. But the good news is we gain an item. Hopefully a useful one. What do we find? A dusty, unopened book. Discard this to gain 3 health. Heavy is good. Heavy is reliable. If it doesn't work, you can always hit them with it. New Year, New You, 1993. Okay, so we cannot have more than 3 items. So we're maxed out on those. All right. We got a 14. Why can't we be friends? Oh, literally, why can't we be friends is the answer, is all of this. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why? Why can't we be friends? Anyways, we gain a bunch of luck, but it doesn't matter because we were already maxed out. But we did complete it successfully, and for that, I'm happy. All right. Diner open on a holiday. Whenever you roll a 5 or 6, you may gain 1 money. How lucky for me. There's nobody else here. All right. What kind of quests have we got? New coffee flavor. Number 746. Okay. That potentially lets us gain a bunch of money, which we don't have. So let's do that. Let's put the questionable kart racing for next time. All right. So I also had to keep this one because it has Martina on the card. So, all right. New coffee flavor, 746. See if we can do it. We need 14. We got 11. It's kind of sucky. Straight gives us 5 money. It would be like super worth it, but we would have to get a 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're gonna try. We're gonna spend a luck, and we're gonna try and roll a 4 here. We got the 6, but we did not get the 4 because I was hoping to use the midway hammer to turn that into the 4 that we need. Okay, we're gonna use our luck again. Surely this time we get a 4. We got a 2 and a 5. That's still not a 4. We're gonna use up all our luck and we're gonna lose. I can feel it. We got 2 3s. Good God. No. We would have no luck left if we did this. We would gain a ton, like a huge bundle of money. You know, I should have just taken I should have just went with it at the start there. Oh well, we failed this one. So it goes over here. We'll have an opportunity to complete it again later. We didn't fail it, we abandoned it. This one, though, we need 15. We've seen how this goes. We have no money. We got 4, 4, 5. That is 13. Gain 2 luck and gain 2 money if we get 15. But we only got 13. That feels hard to do. You know, we're just gonna... This one is gonna also be added to the pile of bossy goodness. We'll just deal with it later. Deal with it later. What could go wrong? Procrastinating about, you know, boss fights has never, you know, been bad in the past. It'll be fine. Okay, so we get to do the shop, but we have literally no money, so we can't do anything. Well, I thought we got to do these ones again later. I was wrong. I misunderstood. I suck. The shop card ones just let us... Oh, yeah, I should have gained some money from 5s and 6s here. I would have had at least one. Not enough. Anyways, the shop cards just determine the prices of the items. So they cost 2, 2, and 3. We can't actually afford them. Oh no, we miss out on our pants of many pockets. Women's dream pants. You can never have too many pockets, it says. Sadly, we don't get that. We also can't get the enchanted spyglass. Ordered from a magic catalog, it cost 100 bubblegum wrappers. It was either this or one of those finger traps. Or we could have got the unlicensed plush toy, which looks like a Jamie Daggers drawing. Budget Spider-Man. Okay, well, anyways, we can't get those. Sucks to suck. Worst shop experience I've ever had. And we don't actually get to do these quests, they're just gone. So that sucks. I wanted to go through the tunnel of mutual respect. Oh my god, Jamie's drawings could be in this game so much. I agree entirely. Ooh, a spectacular castle. Whoa. You may discard 1 health to reroll any number of dice once. A clubhouse for folks with magical powers. Alright, so this time, I think we just, I think we just put the quest that we're not doing on top of the boss. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. The number we need in order to defeat the boss is the cumulative value of all the quests that we put over there. So we really want to put 1 stars onto it. Okay, we don't need to gain luck. Let's do that. Let's just put that over there. Want to play Mario Party? Alright, we need 14, I believe. This is our moment. We need to gain some money. I don't even think we can spend money, I guess, to buy dice. Oh my god, we got a 9. All your stars were stolen. Lose 1 money. Okay, well, we lost the money. We have no money. We're back to being broke as a joke. Okay, this one. Shirley. Wait, this is training? It's like video game, you know, obstacle course. What could go wrong? We need 15. I believe. We'd really like to get a pair. We rolled a 10. We are, ooh. We could use our midway hammer to get a pair and get all that stuff. Let's do that. So we'll spend 1 luck and discard our midway hammer to turn one of these into a 6, which then means that we have 15, which is a pass. Okay, I feel stronger already. You may add 6 to your next die roll only. And because we have a pair, we gain an item. We have space for it now. We gain 2 money, we're no longer broke, and we gain a luck. Alright, what did we get for our item? A giant sock. While this item is in your inventory, your maximum inventory space is increased by 1. A giant sock. It smells of cinnamon and tears. Amazing. Okay, well, so far so good. Most of these environments have been pleasantly, surprisingly helpful to us. So I'm sure we're going to get some bad ones here now. The self-help section. When drawing an item card, draw 3 and pick 1. This book contradicts what the other book says. Sounds about right. All right, so we want to put low star values into the boss pile. We'll do that one. All right, there's a very angry turkey chasing us. We got a 14. That's a success. And a pair. I'm a vegetarian, you shout as you escape into the woods. So that turkey really shouldn't have been mad at us. But we gained 3 luck. We're now maxed out on luck. Nice. Look at those odds. Nothing, win and lose. Oh my god. Okay, that seems about right. The prize wheel of tremendous uselessness. Almost nothing guaranteed to happen. Oh no, this is where we need our 18 roll. Such good luck. Get the maximum amount of money possible. So we would gain 8 money, but we would need 18 or higher. Or we need to get a 3. So basically we need to roll at either end of the spectrum here, right? We need either a 3, 1, 1, 1 to lose all of our money and then gain an item, or we need 6, 6, 6 to gain the maximum amount of money possible. Can I get 18 on 4 dice, though? Right? Surely. Surely. Let's try it. I'm going to spend $2 to gain a 4th die. I'm going to choose to believe. This is my moment. I'm going to get 18 or better. What'd I get? 3, 4, 4, 5. So we got 16 because I suck. I actually suck at this game. We are definitely spending a luck. We will keep the 5 and reroll the rest. We downgraded. We downgraded. We got 15. We'll keep the other 5 and reroll again. Whoa, that one did not go in the thing. We got a 6. That's promising. And a 2. Okay, well, that's 18. We did it. We did it. Oh, excuse me. All right. Such good luck. Gain the maximum amount of money possible. We now have 10 buckaroonies. We're loaded. All right. What's our final environment here? The weather outside is frightful. If the total of your dice is 5 or less, you may reroll any of those dice at no cost. We got no place to go. All right, so let's take a look at our quests here. Oh, they're all 3 stars. So I guess we're putting a 3-star one on the boss. Well, these ones are harder to succeed at. So let's get rid of this one. All right. This top one first. I'm number 1. I'm number 1. Second place is first place loser. Wow. Okay. We need 15. We got 11. Sucks to suck. That's a in-betweensy one, which means it goes on here, which is bad. So let's I think I should have kept that 5 or whatever. Oh well. Oh, we got 12. That's definitely not better. That's not well, it's not helping us to get to 15. Why didn't I spend money to get extra dice? I don't know. That would have been smart, I suppose. Would have been smart. Well, I don't want to add 3 extra difficulty to the boss, but I don't think we're likely to... Well, I could re-roll, and I have to roll a 5 or a 6. So I think we're just gonna suffer in this in the middle here. And we got this one. So lets us gain 2 luck. We want to win this one. Costs us $3 for a die, though. Let's try it. Oh my god, what a phenomenal failure. We got 12. With the extra die. Okay, but surely we can average higher on these dice. We can spend 1 luck. Keep our 5. Oh my god, we didn't. We got 8. We got 13. We suck. Now I can't get the... Oh, I'll only gain health anyway. We're going to try this again. I want this guy dead. I want this over. Oh my god, I rolled the same result. No, it's lower. I got 12. Oh, okay, well, we failed. This boss fight is going to be not good. It's going to be not good. All right, so our boss here is a snowman. It's like Frosty the Snowman. All right. So he's got 2, 5, 6, 7, 10, 13, 16 as his win condition. We just need to get 16 in order to beat him. I believe. We're going to spend all of our money. We got $7, so we can spend 6 to get 2d6. Now we have no luck. We cannot re-roll. So we got 1 shot here to get 16 or better on 5 dice. We need to, get a... this is doable. This is very doable. I'm taking my business to Chicken Bros after this. I want to go to Chicken Bros. All right. What do we get? We got... Oh, did we do it? Okay, we got 6, 12... 15, 16, 18. We did it. We spent all that money. We defeated the boss. The sun is coming out. The boss is defeated. And we didn't roll... Oh, we rolled a 2, so we lose 2 health. That's okay. We still survived it. All right, so what's our final scoring? If we get to the end and beat the final boss, well done, you are victorious. How crushing was your victory? So we add up all the quest cards we completed, and we need 13 or better to get the best score. So we got 2, 4, 7, 8, 11, 12, 15. We did it. You receive free coffee for life, and we'll hang a somewhat flattering picture of you near the bathroom. Awesome. For a more challenging game, remove all 1-star quests from the deck before dealing out quest cards. Or if you're jacked up on espresso, you can remove all 1-star and 2-star quests. That sounds like a great way to die. This was fun. I liked this a lot. Here's the upsetting thing. I played this. Is this a game that I think you could play and enjoy for an extended period of time? Probably not really, because, a lot of the fun of this game is the novelty of the cards, which will obviously wear off. But I'm having a blast playing this compared to Nocturne. And this, I could have bought the print and play of this for $5 and, made some crappy little cards for a couple of sheets of printer paper, So 5 out of 5 stars for a fun night or newbie intro game. Totally, right? So yeah, I enjoyed this. I think I'm gonna call it there though, because I don't want to play this out. I don't want to like grind through this whole deck. I think I want to save a little bit for next time. Also, I'm going to cheat and look at one of the companion cards because I kind of forgot they existed, and you could spend luck to get them instead. Aran Hunter, it's like Samus Aran, like Metroid. Gain 2 health, gain 2 luck. Not a real doctor. Crumpish. Rooster, oh my gosh. Oh my god, these are super cute. I like them. This was fun. This was fun. A little bit of, a little bit of pop culture references. Super very playable game. This rule book sucked, but like it's such a light game that it doesn't matter, right? But I think it could have been half as long and twice as good. That's my, irrational anger talking, because it was totally good enough. But anyways, I had fun. I enjoyed that a lot. So let's adorable and fun. Yeah, exactly. Right. And like, honestly, like, yeah, like, so this makes me like more intrigued about the other games in this group of games. Obviously not all of them are going to be like quick and like, using kind of pop culture novelty and that sort of thing. But I got the Robinson Crusoe one, Dyson Crusoe, which is 30 to 60 minutes. So significantly more to it than this game probably. I think this is the only other one. I kickstarted a bunch of these, but I think this is the only other one that I actually got the other ones I got the print and play, and this one I got the actual thing. But that's going to be a game for another day as well, I think. So we'll set that aside, but I have high hopes for it now because I hadn't played any of these. I'd bought a bunch of them because they were cheap, and they just hadn't hit the table yet. So I'm happy what I got there. It would be an excellent Meeples by mail game, just saying. That is an incredibly good point. And on that note, let's talk about op cost and I don't know, stuff. So I had been expecting to be done my job as of last Friday, but I actually ended up taking a 2-month contract extension, mostly because it was like very time definite. It's short, takes me to the end of November, and it turns out I like money. I got bills to pay, and money pays bills pretty good. So I thought I was going to be kind of waltzing into a ton of additional time in the next immediately, now. And that's not actually the case. It's going to be kind of postponed until the end of the year, really. So that's a bit of a shame. I feel a little conflicted about it, but hopefully saving my pennies for a little longer just enables me to kind of have a better shot at making that successful. So there's that. And I am trying to, it has been a rough 4 weeks or so, and I'm trying to get back on top of everything, really. So I'd like to get back to like things that I've fallen off are like, I used to be a lot better about scheduling my content. That has been hard to make happen. Not that I think the schedule was really very popular or whatever, but it nonetheless felt more defined and manageable. Like, I feel like I've been treading water lately. I got to figure out a game to play, get it set up. I just barely managed to do that. I had computer problems. It's been stressful at work, all sorts of crap. And I gotta like push past that in the next couple of months here. So while I did accept a contract extension, I am gonna try and balance things out so that I'm a little bit more back to where I want to be with respect to op cost content. On that note, for October, I don't have a schedule built yet, but I'm going to try and finish one up this evening. And I really want to just get some, spooky games to the table for the month of October, because I think that's going to be fun. I have lots of Halloween themed games. I'd like to get some of them to the table. I'd like to see if I can maybe segue that into some YouTube content as well, which really hasn't been happening. But I'm thinking I got what have I got? I got Final Girl, Mansions of Madness, Cthulhu, Death May Die. That's in there. We got I don't know, all kinds of other like whatever, just sort of spooky games. Maybe Don't Look Back. It's sitting right there looking at me. That's something that I might have to figure out. So, I love spooky games. Nice. So, I'm going to try and play spooky games every stream for the month of October, and we'll see where that ends up. So, look forward to that. And I will be continuing. Sarah and I have been pushing through the top 100 games on Board Game Geek. It has been very interesting to learn and play, well, not learn, but like to experience all of the top 100 games with an 11-year-old, right? So that's been an ongoing thing. We played On Mars yesterday, which is the heaviest game in the top 100, and it went surprisingly well. It went really well. So there's a ton more heavy games still, but we're going to be sticking to the lighter fare for our YouTube streams on Wednesdays. This was supposed to be a segue about Meeples by Mail, which I totally forgot. I haven't talked about Meeples by Mail much because that's one of the things that I feel like I just haven't had the bandwidth to get back on top of. So I got to connect with Jamie Daggers, figure out what's going on with the Meeples by Mail package, and hopefully we can get our first test run done sooner rather than later, and then get some more out in the mail. So I'm going to get back on top of that, and there'll be more details in the next couple of weeks here. So with that, let's find a place to raid. See what we got. Hey, would you look at that? Board Gamer Steph is on. I feel like we always raid Steph because usually that's our option, like it's often literally Board Gamer Steph or nobody in the category. Oh my gosh, that is horrible. Let's not do that. All right, what's Dad playing? I have no idea who this is. Looks like they're playing Overboss. We're gonna go meet somebody new. That'll be fun. So, I'm gonna start up this raid. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I had a blast. I didn't love Nocturne. The solo mode did not redeem it for me, but I nonetheless had a lot of fun sharing it with you. I really enjoyed Quests Over Coffee, and I look forward to trying the other solo games. And yeah, I think you're right, Allison. I think this would be a great game to include in Meeples by Mail. So maybe I'll sneak it in to the next run here and see how that goes. So that said, I'm going to start up this raid. And yeah, I will see you guys over on YouTube this coming Wednesday. I think we're going to be playing Obsession, but don't quote me on that because Sarah is really not sure about that one. I don't know why. And then, yeah, I will be back here every Sunday per usual. And we're going to play some spooky games for the month of October. Maybe we'll even kick that off a little early for next stream. So, yeah. Anyways, thanks so much for being here. I hope this week you get a chance to work a little less and play games a little bit more. And we'll see you guys next time.